and welcome back to another episode of Ushanka Show, stories about life in the Soviet Union. My name is Sergei Sputnikoff, and I was born in the USSR. Здравствуйте, дорогие товарищи! В эфире программа Ushanka Show. In today's episode, we're going to talk about t-shirts in the Soviet Union, and along the way, we'll show you how my hometown, Kiev, looked back in summer of 1984, when I was 13 years old. And let's start with traditional lesson of Russian language, урок русского языка. I don't know why, but in Russian language we call a t-shirt futbolka, so that comes from the word football. You probably recognize the word, which we call soccer. So I guess because players were wearing this type of shirts, we started calling them futbolka. And if you're interested in the topic of shopping for clothing in the USSR, I already have a video about it, and link will be below in comment section. An average price for a t-shirt in the Soviet Union was between like 2 to 3 rubles, and I usually times it 10 to give you comparison to what prices will be comparing with the modern day American income. So you're paying between $20 to $30 for a basic t-shirt, nothing branded, maybe some design, some picture on it. So not cheap really, but not super expensive. And of course, we didn't have any domestic sports brands, similar to Adidas or Reebok. There'll be just Karl Marx clothing factory, making t-shirts. And it'll be sometimes designed like this photo was taken sometimes in the late 80s. And this t-shirt actually says Olimpiada 80, football, so Olympics 1980 soccer shirt. And once again, this slide photo was taken in the late 80s. And here's another t-shirt I used to own. I picked it up in Riga, Latvia during our 1987 school trip. And Latvia had a lot of nice clothing options, so I picked up that shirt and I wore it for years. But of course, the ultimate dream of every Soviet teenager, or almost every Soviet teenager, will be have a foreign-looking t-shirt. Preferably American style, so they'll have American flag, the words USA, Levi's, jeans, stuff like that. Okay, this photo was taken on the day when I decided for whatever reason to shave bald. And then my friend and I went to the photo studio and they took this picture. So after you're done staring at my bald head and you stop laughing, take a look at my friend's t-shirt. You could see it says jeans. And now let's watch together snippets of 1984 film, which was recorded in Kiev, my hometown and the capital of Soviet Ukraine. I turned 13 in summer of 1984, and our leader at that time was Konstantin Chernenko. He had about 6 months left before his death in March of 1985, so he was the last old guard. We had Brezhnev, then Andropov, then Chernenko. In March of 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev will become the leader of the Soviet Union. And the idea of this film was to spot people on the streets of Kiev that are wearing foreign t-shirts and interview them, ask them why they're wearing these foreign t-shirts. Do they know what they say? So this is this kind of story why Soviet citizens wear enemies t-shirts. So once again, it's summer of 1984, most likely July or August, and people at the Gidropark subway station that leads to the beaches on the river Dnieper. This place is very familiar to me. I was there many times. And you see people wearing mostly t-shirts. Some wear shirts. Some walk around shirtless in their Speedos, other type of swimming underwear. So this is where they're going to catch young people wearing not proper t-shirts and start challenging them, asking questions, why do you wear that stuff? And of course, I missed all that part because every summer I spent out in the country. And I made a screenshot, so this is one of the t-shirts they noticed. America's Levi's still going strong. Most likely it's not original Levi's. We had a lot of t-shirts being made in these underground shops. We used to call those products sapal, samodelka. So that's basically somebody buys white t-shirts and they manage to make a design and they start making these t-shirts that look foreign and they sell to people who want to look cool. If you look carefully, the star on the right slightly overlaps the picture, while the star on the left is stays clear from the circle. So most likely this is samopal. And one day I'll make a video on that topic, but this is your America's Levi's still going strong in 1984 Soviet Union. And of course, it's funny, the commentary goes along that these people have zero respect to themselves because the most likely they have no idea what the shirt says, what it stands for. Here's the classic. So the guy has a t-shirt says Mustang on its front. So it's almost like a brand. Then he turns and the back says Levi's. So it's another example of sapal. There's another dude. Look at that shirt. This is pretty PG-13 for the 1984 Soviet Union. And this is my favorite. This is my favorite. Check this guy out. This is hilarious. They're gonna interview him and we'll look closer at his shirt. In a culinary world, this design will be probably called kitchen sink salad or kitchen sink sandwich. The guy just threw a bunch of images that make no sense together, but of course you could read down below, says jeans. Okay, but you're wearing t-shirt, and which has nothing to do with jeans. Then he has a maple leaf to some kind of reference to Canada. Then he got stars on each side, probably reference to United States. On the top, he doesn't have the correct letter N, right? It looks like a Russian E, then dash IZF. And they asked the guy, do you know what it says? He's like, yes, I made this shirt. So this is a classic example. A guy was so desperate to have foreign looking t-shirt that he actually made it up himself, and he's walking around Kiev being proud that, look, I have a foreign looking shirt, says jeans EIZF. And next they stop, and several girls who also have a foreign t-shirts. Once again, I doubt they came from the West, and they're asking, hey, do you know what your shirt says, what there's pictures about? And they like embarrassed, say, no, I have no idea. And the guy asking again, maybe it says something bad? She's like, no, I don't think so. So, and there's another one, made for spring hot. And once I get a question like, do you know what it says? She's like, not really, but it looks cool and that's why I like it. So yeah, they're just like, I don't care, it looks cool. Made for loving hot or something like that. It's crazy. So once again, it's all made. Now this lady knew about her t-shirt. She said, yes, I know what it says. It says world's best guide. And she said it says world's best translator because apparently she works as a translator for foreign tourists. And maybe someone gave her this t-shirt, but it doesn't say translator, right? It says guide. So it's a little bit different, but yeah, she's like, yeah, I like to wear it. And they're like, would you wear it if it says something like that in Russian? She's like, sure, but you can't find anything like that saying in Russian. And this is your 1984 style popular glasses. And here's some shots of downtown Kiev. Once again, it's 1984. A lot of people walking, not many cars, pretty crowded. And so that's Krishchatik, the central street in Kiev. And once again, they're hunting for foreign looking t-shirts, and they found one big time. Check it out. USA American Proud. So this kid, he thinks he's cool. He looks cool. Look at his hair. Look at his shirt. USA American Proud. So once again, I'm 99% sure it was made probably in Kiev, this shirt. American and proud. Okay, American and proud. So yeah, I'm cool. And that's his father, who also thinks he's cool, just like his son. So he's like, yeah, I don't mind. It's all good. So yeah, this is what bothered some people in Kiev in 1984, that young generation like to wear enemy stuff. And it's our public beach in Kiev, packed like sardines in a can. So yeah, they're telling you like, why you wear American shirt when you have free schools, free beaches, and you should be proud of Soviet Union, not United States or other countries. And look at that, all kind of stuff. That's all Kiev in 1984. And some more examples of American t-shirts on the streets of Kiev. Indianapolis, USA. And this is definitely USA the way it's made. It's not even American flag. But yeah, he's like, why are you wearing this thing? He's like, I just like it. I don't care. And another one, USA. So as you see, Soviet youth was ready for American invasion. So, yep. Cool dudes on the streets of Kiev. Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick review of the popular t-shirt styles in 1984 Kiev. And if you did, don't forget to like this video, maybe share with your friends. And I'll talk to you soon. До побачення. Goodbye.